Hi, this is Jodi Friedman with Intentional Healings. We've got a full show today. My co-host, Teresa Lang.
Hello.
With Soulfire Healing.
Soulfire Healing.
Ooh, I like the name of
How
that.
did you forget that?
I didn't. I remembered it. I did for other shows.
Teresa Lang, Soulfire Healing.
It has a ring to it.
Yes,
it's
it does.
beautiful.
I love it.
And then our guys, our friends, I mean, not our guys, but they're our friends.
Jeff Rennell in the house. We go way back, Jeff, don't we? 2011, as a matter of fact.
Yeah.
In our Theta classes together.
Yeah.
So excited you're
Learning
here.
together.
Yes, and
So-
we're going to ask all about that.
Jeff Rennell with Consciously Rising. And he has a show too, which is amazing. I've been on his show. Really
Thank you.
fun. And who are you, Mr. Blue?
I am Mr. Blue, Josh Carpenter with Impact Image Marketing and one of the founders of One World Healing.
That's right. And here are the other two founders. Do you want to get on the board?
Business deals after the show.
We have lots of
We
fun
are growing
together.
that quick too.
Yeah, well, welcome to our show. We're here today to talk about Theta Healing, and Jeff is one of the best in town. I've taken a class. I said it on his show, and he got so embarrassed because it was like his first class, but it was good, and he is definitely doing a great job in Las Vegas. He just did a session with me the other day. Oh my God, thank you.
You're welcome.
It was really good.
Thank you for allowing me the pleasure to assist you in that way.
You're definitely better than way back when.
Well, that's for sure.
He's improved. He is.
Do we really want to go down memory lane and embarrass him?
No, not at
Memory
all.
lane.
I had one class. I'm sure you've had more. Tell us about your experience with him.
I've had classes with Jeff, and we've been through several together, and that's where I originally met him. And we've done work in the past, and he, I can say, bar none, is very gifted. He got to certain issues that I was like, whoa, how did you know that? Well, he just does.
Yeah,
He's
his
just very
intuition
gifted.
is spot on.
Yes.
That's what I found too. Actually, the class I took, I remember now, it was a crystal class.
Yes.
Right?
Yes, that's it.
He didn't even do Theta Healing that day.
Let's get our modality
Different
straight.
class.
No, because my first Theta class was God bless my 4 friends that took my first Theta class.
I remember that.
Because I read through the book. I had no material yet. I just read through the book, and they sat there and listened, and God bless them, because I'm a horrible reader.
Not as bad as you think.
Yeah, the crystal class though, I had a lot of fun
I love
on
the
that.
crystals.
Yes,
that was really good.
And that's an amazing class. It's called Under the Crystals, and that was created by Christina High out of Idaho Falls. She's actually a really good friend of Vianna Stibles, from the founder of Theta Healing. And so, yeah, that's an amazing class. A lot of fun.
Well, that's
A lot
great.
of
Well,
fun.
why don't you tell our viewers what is Theta and why do you love it?
Theta Healing. Theta Healing was founded by Vianna Stibles. She channeled this information in, and the amazing information that she's channeled in over this short time. I mean, I don't know how long you might know, but I think she's been doing it since about 2000, so about 20 years she's been bringing this information in, and there's 25 classes or more that she teaches. But it is a thought meditation that takes you into a deep theta brainwave that allows you to access different parts of consciousness. And to me, I look at it as you're in that collective consciousness, that if people want to call it the Akashic records, whatever, but there's a place of knowingness there that you can tap into, that if you listen will give you that energy, the creator of all that is, whatever you want to look at it. But when you get to that certain brainwave, if you know how to listen and trust, you can get the information. And it's just really tapping back into your own psychic abilities and who you truly are. And that's what I really love about Theta Healing, as it has taken me and taught me how to be the true me. Now that I look back, I could see in my life where it was just, I always felt like I was struggling. There was a person inside me I wanted out, but I didn't know how to get it out. And I didn't even know that I was trying to get it out. I just felt like this conflict, especially now that I can look back and I feel myself now compared to then. And that's what it was, is there was a conflict. There was the true me, but I didn't know how to be the true me, because all these programs that was given to me throughout my life. And they're beautiful programs. I mean, even though
Which
they're
are belief
restricting.
systems.
Yes, our belief systems.
Like the Bruce Lipton thing that we...
Yes, and Bruce Lipton is amazing, and that's what I love too. Bruce Lipton, The Biology of Belief, if you have ever read that book and then you look into Theta Healing, it goes hand in hand, and he has nothing to do with Theta Healing. He talks in there the way that we download into the subconscious the belief system, how we again download and program that belief system is in the theta brainwave. So that is one of the reasons we go into the theta brainwave, to extract it and to reprogram the theta brainwave. And from what I know so far, I haven't really seen, I mean, I'm sure there is ways out there, I just haven't seen it yet. I'm not familiar with all the different modalities. I know a lot of them, but I'm not familiar with all of them. But I know in Buddha mindfulness, what you're going to do is you're actually, if you sit there and do Buddha mindfulness and create a new habit, and this is what we were talking about on Saturday. What people don't realize, you don't get rid of the other belief. That belief stays there. So if I have a negative belief and I'm trying to change it, and so I stay in Buddha mindfulness for 21 days, and that's being mindful of the new habit that I want to create for 21 days straight, then I will start to reprogram the subconscious, and I will create basically a new program, that positive one that I'm looking to create. And now I'll have two beliefs. I'll have the negative belief system that I tried to replace, and I'll have the new one. But the old one did not go away. It'll still sit there, and it'll stay dormant as long as I can stay focused in on this positive one. But as soon as I get in the right energy and I lose this one can jump in and take place of it, and now I'm acting from a negative place again that I thought was gone, and I'm just unaware of what I'm doing. And so Theta Healing gives you the tools to not only identify these belief systems, but get in there and start to change them. And so in that process, it's allowed me to again be the true me and learn who I am. So I see it as a self-help modality in so many ways, because it brings you out. It teaches you to be the true creative energy that you are.
But are you still dealing with the two of them then? You said there's the old belief and the new belief. So
After the 21 days, what happened? What occurs then with you?
Well, you just have two belief systems now. You have the old one and you have the new one. So unless you extract that old negative belief system, the two are stuck in there.
And Theta will allow people to do that?
What I've seen, yes, Theta gets in there and will allow you to remove the negative one, or whichever one you want to change, because truly it's not negative, it's there to teach you something. It might be restricting in your life, but it's actually protecting you as well too. And so it's just truly your perception on things. So Theta Healing allows you to change your perception on how you view things, which then allows you to release the stress that you're holding on because you might be afraid of it or whatever it might be, but you allowed yourself to lose the stress. And then if I can lose the stress, then I can start to lose maybe a certain disorder that stress might cause, or a disease that stress might cause.
Like phobias, or it all starts with the energy of, could be one word that triggers and snowballs into panic attacks, anxiety, PTSD.
Yes.
All those things, it all starts with that one energy that's attached to that person.
Yeah.
So with the two belief systems, that I think that the one that's dormant, the more you practice the new way, it may be dormant, but it can lay on top of that and overpower.
that
It
makes
can.
sense.
It
Yeah.
can, and it will, as long as you're
Practice.
in that mindset. But
Always
let me
practice.
tell you, I know from personal experience, I was riding that cloud high. I've learned so much of the stuff that I thought I was just smooth sailing. I got it
That's
down
when
now.
it hits you.
Yes,
That's when you get smacked.
and I was in a long distance relationship, and she started to pull back a little bit, and it triggered old memories from my belief systems as a child, and I didn't even realize that these negative belief systems kicked in and started to take control of me, and I was unaware of it because I thought I'm riding on cloud nine. I thought I was still making all the right decisions and doing it from a high perspective, and I didn't realize that the childhood behaviors kicked in, and I started reacting scared and doing dumb things, and so I self-sabotaged the relationship. And so I have personal experience knowing that yes, they will stay dormant as long as you can stay focused in on the positive, but once you have that right energy, that one can kick right in and you have no clue because I'm on top of everything, I'm on top of the world, it can't, and it kicks in and you have no idea because it's in the subconscious, and the subconscious we're not conscious about, so you're acting out of a behavior you're not even aware you're acting out of.
Yeah, and that subconscious mind, it never goes to sleep. It's always listening to everything you say.
No, and it's a beautiful thing too. It's a good thing. It's there for us. You know, we were talking about it too. From my studies on what I see it actually predicting the future for us, and actually, you know, it's a self-defense mechanism, just like everything else in our body. Every cell in our body is designed to keep us alive. So is the subconscious. So every restricting belief you have is actually protecting you in one way or another.
Survival mechanism.
Exactly. So yes, it might be restricting and I might not like it, but it's protecting me. And until I learn what it's protecting me from and understand exactly what it's protecting me from, it's going to stay there to protect me and keep me safe.
And don't you do the muscle testing with it too when you're working with somebody to see if they are telling you the truth subconsciously or not when you're trying to do the digging work?
Yeah, it's easier to use the muscle testing, and muscle testing, just really quick, it helps you get into the subconscious, and you can test yes and no questions in the body by energy testing the muscles. And if it's a yes, the muscles will stay strong. If it's a no, your muscles will go weak. And yeah, we do use that, one, to be able to, because in the subconscious, we're unaware of it. So my client can be telling me the truth and be wanting be very open consciously to resolve the issue. But if it's a deep trauma or anything kind of deep, the subconscious can hide it from us. And so yeah, muscle testing is a great way to use it, but as you know, after a while when you're tapped into that theta energy all the time,
you might not even need
it. I don't really need it with my clients.
But it was great in our session because you were showing me, and there was one thing where like my fingers came apart, so it looked like a no, but your intuition told you, let's try that again, because you didn't believe it was almost like, what is it, a false positive or a false negative? Because you could tell that there was something there, either was it in the movement of the hands or in the way I was responding?
No, it's just now because I tap into that theta energy so much that truthfully, as soon as I ask the question, I get the answer, because yes, we all get the answers. It's just you have to learn how to trust yourself again and learn where to look for the answers. But God, you know, however you want to look at it, God, the creative energy, it always answers us. It's there. It gives us the answers all the time, but you have to know how to listen in. And so that's what one thing Theta Healing does, is it gives you the practice within the classes to start to learn how to tune back into yourself. And to me, I say it's learning how to retrust yourself, because we're always getting this information. Even if you're unaware of it, you're getting psychic readings constantly. It's just relearning how to tap in. So yeah, now at a certain point, it's just, I can ask questions and boom, I get the answer right away.
And you know, and I've done Theta with another teacher before too, and I've noticed, or a couple of them, I've noticed that sometimes I think it's going to be one way, and it's not that.
Surprise!
Deep inside, it's not that at all. It's like the opposite of it, but that's because of my conscious mind, I guess.
Yeah.
Another thing I wanted to add is when you walk into Jeff's office, one of the things you notice is he has a lot of certificates, so he's done a lot of training. And if you don't know him, you don't know about his mentors and the people that helped guide him along the way. So can you tell us a little bit about, you know, your experiences,
and
your
where you're located
your
at,
certifications, you know, how did you
take
classes?
Well, I've taken, since then I've taken all the certificates off the wall, because there was just too many.
Okay, so in his old
Another wall.
Yeah, and I wasn't trying to boost my ego, but I felt I had to put them out at times, but so I've taken them all down. I just put up some of them that, you know, to show what you're getting when you come to see me.
Yeah. And what is that? What do they get?
Well, let me answer your first one really quick, because I have been blessed in my life. I've been able to work with some of the most amazing teachers around. And so my very first teacher, Dr. Roberts, is one of the most amazing healers I've ever met in my life. He's
a chiropractor, right?
Dr. Roberts?
Yes,
Dr. Roberts.
yes.
Yeah.
I've seen him do things that were just unbelievable. I mean, one of them, after a seminar that we did, they brought a lady in, and I won't get into this because it'll take too long, but amazing stuff. I mean, stuff that it just needed to be recorded. I mean, it's just life-changing for that one young lady. Just amazing stuff. I won't even get into it, but
yeah, we're still going to do maybe a little show and tell here, right?
Yeah, we can if you want. If you want a quick example. So what belief were you talking about?
Well, it's very personal, but I'll throw it out there. Because I'm adopted, I think this is why. I have a belief system that everybody has to leave me at some point in my life.
Well, it's this. Let me see, because that's how theta works. Because I could feel it as soon as she was saying it. Go ahead,
does
and
leave me.
we'll do a head and muscle test really quick. So,
Okay.
whichever is your strongest finger, go ahead. So say yes.
Yes?
Okay. Say no.
No?
Okay. Perfect. Okay. So say everybody that loves me leaves me.
Everybody that loves me leaves me.
Hold strong. Well, you kind of went no on that. So.
Maybe I want it to be no.
Okay. No. So hold on one second. No. Okay. Say I'm afraid that everybody that loves me leaves me.
I'm afraid that everybody that loves me leaves me.
Hold strong. There you go. There you go,
Okay.
right there.
That's what it
Yeah.
really is.
Yeah.
And truthfully, all of these beliefs are just our feelings. It's just the way we feel about things. It's not always the truth at all. It's usually not. It's all an illusion. But
It's all with the thought. And
so
yeah.
let's, because we're short
Oh,
on time. So
okay.
let's quickly. So I fear that everybody that loves me is going to leave me. So you know the game. So quickly, just go ahead and close your eyes. Why do you feel like or what's the worst thing about people leaving you?
You have to start over and find new people if you want to be with people.
Okay. And what's the worst thing about starting over?
It sucks.
And what's the worst thing about starting over and having it sucking?
It's a lot of work, a lot of
Okay.
effort that you put in to relationships,
And what's the worst thing about putting effort into relationships?
that it takes your time. It seems like a waste of time.
And why do you feel like relationships are a waste of time?
Well, they're not a waste of time. It's just, I guess I want to guarantee that the time I put in, that
And
it's
what
going to
happens
last.
if you don't? What happens if you don't get a guarantee? Why do you feel
never
must
get a
have-
guarantee.
Why must you feel you need a guarantee?
I just know you don't get a guarantee.
Okay, so here, let me see this. Say, sorry, I just
It's okay.
say, I'm afraid of change.
I'm afraid of change.
Hold stop. Do you feel that way?
No, I like change. I just like it my way.
Don't we all?
I want to
Well
be in
said,
control.
Teresa.
Okay.
Sorry,
Say, I must be in control.
I must be in control. Oh, you're really pulling on that one.
Yeah. Okay, so we'll just quickly end it here.
Okay.
No, well, I got to ask this one. Why do you feel like you must be in control?
Because most of the time I'm not in control of the things that happen that are big
And what's the worst
huge.
thing about not being in control?
Death.
Okay. And what's the worst? What's the worst
Losing
thing?
people that
What's
losing
the
people
worst
to
thing that's
death.
going to happen if you?
They're gone.
Okay.
They're not there anymore, and that's happened in my life.
Okay.
It's happened.
Okay. So okay, well, let me just look into this really quick because I hate just leaving it at a certain
Yeah,
spot.
don't leave her there.
And what's the worst thing if they're gone forever?
It pisses me off because I love them and I don't have them. It's selfish reasons because I want to be with them, talk to
And
them.
what happened? Okay. So say I fear being alone.
I fear being alone.
What's the worst thing about being alone?
It sucks.
Okay. But what's the worst thing about being alone?
I guess there isn't anything worse. Maybe it's the thought of it. The thought of being alone.
Say,
where everybody else has somebody.
Say if I'm alone, I have no love.
If I'm alone, I have no love. Wow.
Okay. So what do you think you're learning by this? So what positive thing would you be learning by feeling like if I'm alone, there is no love?
More self.
More self-love. Thank you.
It's not supposed to work that way, Josh. No.
I'm sorry, I just given
More,
you
So-
more self-love.
So okay.
Love thyself.
Okay.
We only got 5 minutes here.
But truthfully, that's usually it. When you get to the bottom, it's usually one of those things. But truthfully, what I've seen on every single program is it's always about love and not loving ourselves. So
But if you did know question too, when they say I don't know.
yeah, well, we could do that as well too. But really quick, let's just wrap it up
Sure.
really quick, or unless we can wrap it
No,
up off
it's
the
okay.
show. We can wrap it up
Yeah, we
off
can.
the show.
Yeah, we can do it.
You
off
want to
the
do
show.
that? Okay.
Yeah.
Or do you want to wrap it up now? We can wrap it up now.
no,
now
don't
is
leave
open
her.
for
Okay,
plugs.
so we'll just quickly, if I have your permission, I'm going to go up to the creative energy and I'm going to go ahead and pull the feeling of if I'm alone, there is no love, and we replace it with I know what self-love feels like. And that
Got it.
yours is the same from the creative energy of all that is, that you know how to, when to, that it's safe and possible to, that you go through your daily life, and that you already do go through your life knowing self-love. Is that okay?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
And then we're going to give you a couple more here because this is what we do. So can I also give you from the
Bonus.
creator's energy of all that is, that I know what it feels like to love myself unconditionally. I know how to love myself unconditionally, when to, that is safe and possible to, that I can go through my daily life loving myself unconditionally, and that I already do. Is that okay?
Yes. Whoa.
I can feel that. That's palpable.
All right, let's just see really quick. That I have the creator's understanding, definition, and understanding of what it feels like to go through life without feeling the fear of what it might feel like if somebody took their love away from me. Does that make sense?
Yes.
And that yours is the same on all facets, that you know how to, when to, the safe and possible, that you can go through your daily life, and that you already do. Is that okay?
Yes.
And then we'll just do a quick short one, and then also the fear of that you have the creator's understanding, definition, and perspective of what it feels like to go through life without fearing somebody taking their love away from you. Is that okay?
Yes.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That's
Wow,
awesome.
I felt all of that. It felt like
Okay.
this energy going straight through me.
So now say, I fear, I fear being alone.
I fear being alone.
Hold strong, super strong. Well, you
Uh-oh.
moved different there.
But it didn't
So really quickly
separate.
say, when if I am alone, there is no love.
If I am alone, there is no love.
Hold strong. You're really good. You changed. Oh, well, look at that. You changed
you
what you're
tripled
doing
up on there.
originally. Yeah, come on. Because you are moving, but hold on. Okay, so let's go like that. Don't put the second finger
Hey,
in
we
there.
only have 3 minutes.
Yeah, so now hold strong and say, I fear being alone.
I fear being alone.
Hold strong now. Okay. You're good. You're strong.
Okay.
We'll test
thank you,
after the
Jeff.
show, 'cause we're
Thank
running
you.
close.
Okay.
So, what we do at the end of the show, since this is your first and last time with with this show,
Intentional.
however, can I share?
Yeah, absolutely.
So we're switching roles. Josh and I are going to do some Facebook Lives, and we're going to do a lot of our stuff there. However, Teresa
Yes.
is going to be, she's going to have a new show here.
And you're going to be with me still.
Well, so I guess you guys are going to still see us, but we'll have reversed
We have a lot of
roles.
content to get out there. There's a lot more to do. So for the audience that's interested.
Absolutely. So we usually talk about classes. Have you got anything coming up? Because I know we do too. And why don't you share whatever's going on with you right now?
Where
You
can
know,
you be
really,
reached?
I
Where can you
don't
be
have.
found?
You can find me on my show, Consciously Rising, which is aired on Worldwide Digital Broadcast TV, www.dbtv.com. You can find Consciously Rising on Facebook. You can find it YouTube. You can also find me through my practice, and that is thesacredartofhealing.com.
I actually put that on there. It should be showing on the bottom,
Okay,
hopefully.
awesome.
Or Jeff Rennell on Facebook.
Yeah, Jeff Rennell on Facebook
Rennell.
too.
We're glad
That's
you-
okay.
Rennell.
I butcher plenty of names in my show, so yeah, you can find me on Jeff Rennell, and jeffrennell.com is usually up too. Right now, it's not. So, but you can find me on there as well too.
Awesome. Thank you so much for being here. And
Thank you.
Teresa, what class? You've got something coming up?
December 9th at 3 o'clock at the Salt Room on financial success and balance. Would love to see you there.
Awesome. And I've got a show, well, I mean, not a show. I have classes. I have a lot of classes. I have a Reiki 2 class coming up this Saturday. If you're Reiki 1 and you're ready to get certified in that, I love that class. Come join me. Also, I have a new venue called Hot
Yoga.
Yoga
Vegas,
hot.
I always do this. Vegas
Vegas hot.
Vegas
Hot.
Hot Yoga, and I'll be there twice a week
It's on Rainbow.
on Rainbow, that big Imperial building next to Go Vegan Cafe. I know I've got I've got Reiki shares coming up this week. The big
And
thing we
Salt Room.
forgot, oh gosh, there's so many good things, but we forgot to mention this. Teresa and I both had articles in Las Vegas Woman this month Teresa had a whole page.
Yes,
Congratulations.
Yes, thank you very much.
Awesome.
People to
Love
watch
it.
in 2018.
They're amazing.
They
the
are.
people that
We've
own that
loved it.
and run it. Thank you very much.
Yes, and I'm a contributing writer now
Yes.
on a quarterly basis every quarter. And Josh is helping with business and One World Healing.
If you want to know what the community's up to and events, go to One World Healing.
He's an incredible marketer, and we're just about out of time. So thank
Goodbye.
you for watching.